It's questions like this that make me enjoy teaching the SAT because it looks like it's going to be very, very confusing, but my favorite strategy works perfectly here. Plug points into equations. Now look, before I even start diving deeply into what this question is about, my brain is already on that. Because I just kind of glance at it and I say, oh, what do I have? Well, I have an equation and it looks like I got a couple points. It doesn't bother me that the points are missing a piece, right? The A and the B, I'll deal with that, right? Because the other piece is actually really simple. It's a 0. So yeah, I'd read the question. I'd be like, okay, it looks like I'm going to need to plug these things anyway. But to reiterate, before I do more than just glance at this, I know exactly how I'm going to solve it because the plug points into equation strategy is so reliable. So make it part of your system and you won't have as much nervousness when the math starts to look hard. So let's just start with the x-intercept, a, 0. So I'm going to plug that in. So the x-coordinate is a, so that's 7a plus 2 times 0 is equal to negative 31. So 2 times 0 is 0, so that goes away. So literally all we have is 7a is equal to negative 31. So let's divide both sides by 7. And we end up with a is equal to negative 31 over 7, which is weird, but doesn't really bother me. I'll just, deal with it. So let's go to the other point, right? Let's do the y-intercept. So that's going to be 7 times 0 plus 2 times b is equal to negative 31. So same pattern is going to kind of happen here, right? The 7 and the 0 are going to cancel out. We're going to divide both sides by 2, and we're going to get b is equal to negative 31 over 2. And what do they want from me? They want the value of b over a. So just make sure that you put the b on top, even though your brain probably really wants the a to be on top, because look at the answer choices, right? If we flip it, we're going to get it wrong. So b over a is going to be negative 31 over 2 over negative 31 over 7. And we can do a little keep change flip here. I mean, we could use the calculator, but honestly, it takes very little time to realize that both of the negatives are going to cancel. So that means our answer is going to be positive. And it's going to be 31 over 2 times 7 over 31, right? Keep the top, change division to multiplication, flip the bottom fraction, and so now the 31s will cancel, leaving us with just a 7 over 2. Choice D is the answer. I love that question. It's supposed to be hard. A lot of you are going to look at it and kind of panic because it sounds very math heavy. But again, plug points into equations is our friend. It's a nice, simple, mindless way to approach a lot of SAT questions. If you see equations and you see points, plug the points into the equations. Odds are good you're going to get the answer.